Hi friends, this is Susie, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 1783 in Candy Crush Saga as a special dedication to Shannon, who has let me know that they've changed this board. We have 11 moves to fully pop 6 of the licorice shells here. It's listed as a hard level. We can tell by the skull and the purple. Now I say pop because of course these used to be popcorn and we would have to hit them 3 times by a special. We can't just make a match next to them. We have to use a special to hit them. And once we do that, it turns into a color bomb. Well, these licorice shells look completely different, and generally they operate the same. The only difference I know besides the look from the popcorn to the licorice shell is that sometimes they're already partially opened for us. We can see those color bumps. And here that is a beneficial change that they've made to the board. Honestly, I'd rather have the 32 moves we used to have and these completely sealed than have them partially opened and only have 11 moves. Because sometimes with such a curtailed board, we don't even have any good options. I can't take out any chocolate here and open this bigger. I can't make any specials. I have 2 possibilities. I can move this blue to here, or I can move this blue to here. Not much of a change, not much of a difference, but I am still going to try to make the very best move possible. Now you might think moving this to here is best because it will set a red up here. And if I get another red, that would be actually beneficial because it would take out chocolate. But the problem is if I move this over and this red drops down and another red doesn't follow it, then I have another move available to me. I could move this red and it still doesn't touch anything. And so I want to try to prompt maybe a reshuffle on the board, get things changing here. Because every time I take a turn and I don't remove chocolate, more chocolate is going to grow. Now, I didn't get a reshuffle, but I do have a better move than I would have with the red. I get to take out a chocolate. Is it going to be enough? Yikes, probably not. I can do this, and that would align the red so I could make a stripe, but that stripe is horizontal. It's not going the right direction. I'm going to do this and see what it gives me. Isn't this awful? I so empathize with you on this, Shannon. Now, I do get to make a color bomb, but without actually anything to use it with and only 6 moves left, it's not very likely that's going to be beneficial. I could just take out a color, and I think orange would be the one to do, but look at this. This wrapped orange, if I remove this, the chocolate could grow and attack that. I'm not willing to make this move yet. I'm going to try and see what else I can do. Not much. Let's go ahead and take out orange and hope that chocolate does not attack that area. One way I can preserve it is if I take out more things. I'm going to try to leave the red on the board and try to make something out of it. There we go. Oh gosh. So even though I have tried to be careful because I only have 11 moves, so I figure why not really examine each of my moves before I make them, I still end up really only opening one, and that was the one that was almost completely open and right up here. So yes, this is going to be difficult. Enormously more difficult than it used to be when we had 32 moves. Even if they don't reflect it in their designation, I think it's a super hard, if not a nightmarishly hard level. Although time will tell. I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to keep with the same strategy of trying to make moves low to the ground if I can and take out stuff so I've got more space to make specials. Using combos is great if I can manage it. If I can't, I'm going to try to get reshuffles and have the board give me a second opportunity at it. I am going to try to use that wrapped candy before it gets consumed. I am going to try to concentrate the colors down. So, like I said, try to keep the prevalent color on the board by taking out the non-prevalent colors and maybe getting some specials out of that. So I'm going to pause the recording, come back with a new board, but without the microphone, since I'll probably be here for a while. And I'll come back on the microphone when I have something important to say. See you in a bit. Okay, so even though I've gotten pretty far here, it's going to be difficult to tell what the best move is next. If there were a blue right here, I could try to make another color bomb, but still, with only 4 moves, it would be hard to position the 2 color bombs together to help pry these open. My best bet is to look for a way to get one of these paired up with a wrapped candy. I don't even know if I can do that, but what I'm going to try is to take out all red, hoping that that'll bring this orange together into something that can be used with this. That doesn't actually hit it upon impact, but gives us an opportunity to then combo this. I think this looks like the best chance. And it's not a bad chance. Here's the problem. If I do this, it takes out a layer of everything, and so it hits these once instead of twice. It will, however, probably open this up because I've got this here. I could make another color bomb, but again, with the reduction of moves, it's going to be pretty tough. I'm going to do this and hope that this explodes in such a way that it hits this. It did, and it's taking out a color, which can be beneficial, because then what we have is a bigger concentration of color. If I could get this over here or get a green wrapped that could detonate right away, that's what I would want. This stair step here means that this isn't going to fill in with its own stuff. It's going to draw from here. If there were a green right here, doing this would be the best possible move. But I don't have those opportunities. So I again have to look at what might be best suited to my needs here. If I move this green over, this blue drops down, and then I can make a stripe, but there's not enough time to put that stripe with that wrapped. It's at this point in time, if you've got a fairly decent board like this, that I would say use a special, a lollyhammer, and just hit that, and it'll pop it open. Because since you're just having to open up the licorice shell, and you don't have to actually use the color bomb that it produces, one hit would do it. But I'm determined to try to get this done without boosters. It's just going to be probably a little bit longer. I'll be back on the mic when there's, again, something important to say. Okay, so this is looking again fairly decent, and I think I'm gonna get an opportunity if, oh, it didn't work over here, but maybe over here. Beautiful. Okay, now hold on just a little bit, slow down. There we go. So I get to do this now, which is going to obliterate this, and thankfully it was only about 4 tries after the one I had just talked about. Now, all told, I don't know how many tries that took, because I really thought I was going to be struggling on this for much longer than I did. It took me 22 minutes to complete this particular challenge here. It doesn't mean that it's going to take everybody 22 minutes. Some people could get done in 2 minutes. You know, sometimes the luck comes early and sometimes it comes late. But if you realize, since there are only 11 moves, that you should take your time with each move, especially if you get some luck showing up, so that you can capitalize on that luck, you'll be better off than ripping through it at a fast pace for 14 hours because you're just so tired of that one particular level. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you folks consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.